So Marvel Rivals tends to buff and nerf their characters a lot throughout the seasons, but the buffs and nerfs are never really big. They never really change anything about the character's specific kits. That only happens rarely, like Cloak and Dagger's ult changing or adding headshot damage to Penny. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, there's been a lot of changes I wanted them to make for a long time, dude, a long ass time. And I don't think they're ever gonna do it. But if they did, if they announced that they wanted opinions on some changes, bro, these would be my changes for a few characters. I'm not gonna go through every single character in this video. Maybe I'll do that in a part 2. I'll do the rest. But in this video, I'm gonna talk about a few changes I'd make to a few characters. If you like the little yap sessions, make sure to like and subscribe. I do this regularly, bro. Go ahead and grab you some snacks too. I've been obsessed with these recently. Get you some of these late night taco Doritos, bro. For some reason, they actually taste like you're eating a taco. Like, I mean a genuine taco. Like, it tastes like you're eating the lettuce, the meat, the cheese, the sour cream, everything. Every ingredient that you would put on a taco, it tastes like that. And it fucking slaps, bro. It fucking slaps. I don't know how they did that shit. But anyways, let's get into the video. Starting off with my boy Thor. His kit's pretty simple. There's nothing really you could change about it to keep like the same type of character Thor is in the game. But I'm not gonna lie, how many times have you seen a Thor? Bro, shut the fuck. How many times have you seen a Thor do this? They don't do that shit no more. They do not throw the hammer anymore, bro. Unless they're like really up close to you, because look. The hammer does a lot of damage in a combo, but that's about it. So a change I would make for Thor, when he spins his hammer to charge up for a dash, if you pressed his throw hammer button right before he dashes, it would increase the damage of the hammer being thrown. I'm gonna see if I can try to like edit it. That probably looks scuffed as hell, but I mean, you get the gist, bro. You get the gist. Another thing I don't necessarily want, but I think would be kind of cool, is if he could either slow fall or like fly for a little bit while he's awakened. I just think that'd be a pretty interesting thing they'd add to Thor. Then we'd have a second flying tank other than Doctor Strange. And I know how much everybody wants a flying tank. Just imagine... Just imagine Thor flying towards you like this, bro, with lightning in his fucking hands. He'd be a menace, bro. He'd be a fucking menace. But I doubt they'd add that to the game. I just think it'd be really fun and really broken, I'm not gonna lie. Moving on to Black Panther. This man desperately needs some type of change or rework or buff or something. Yeah, he's decent, he's usable, he's viable in certain cases, but his entire kit is just this. Like that. Like, that's it. He doesn't use his melee attacks. He just zips around the map. So what would I change about, bro? He's a high risk, high reward character, so you know he's going to be taking a lot of damage. And he already has a passive to where when he's lower health, he starts doing more damage. But I feel like this is kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe Black Panther mains like this, but I feel like it's kind of lame. For one, the damage isn't really noticeable, and two, like... he still kills with the same amount of dashes in the combo. You know, it's not useless, but it's kind of unnoticeable. It's kind of unnoticeable. So instead of this, well, he could keep this little passive, but I would also give him an extra button. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. All right, editing Zenny here. I explained it like dog shit in my actual recording, so I'm just gonna explain it better right now. Whenever Black Panther takes damage, it will fill up a little meter on the side of the screen. And what this meter is for is similar to Doctor Strange's Maelstrom of Madness, to where basically the lower health you have, the more damage that this little shockwave is going to do. But the second you heal back up, all that damage is lost and your damage buff is also lost with it. But whenever you get low enough health and you have a full meter, you have the option to just press a button to do a little explosion of damage, just like Doctor Strange. Now obviously it wouldn't do as much damage as Strange's, because dear lord, that would be way too fucking strong. Way too fucking strong. I think it would just be a nice addition to his already simple yet hard to master kit, because I feel like he just needs a little extra oomph. This man really only spams like 3 abilities. I don't know if that'd be too broken for him, but I feel like he kind of needs it, bro. He does it in the movies, he should be able to do it in the game. Also, I would make his melee attacks do a little bit more damage than his actual melee attack because like what the fuck, they really did my Black King dirty like this, man. Why does he even have this when it does the same damage as this? It just looks cooler but is way less efficient. They hoed my man. What the fuck. Now next we got Storm. I don't really think she really needs any changes, but I feel like it would just kind of be cool if she had this in her kit. So obviously she has two little buffing modes, her damage boosting and her speed mode, which you can identify by what power she's using. I feel like her normal attacks should also switch whenever she's using a different buffing mode. For example, like her electricity mode, she would shoot out electricity attacks. Not as slow as this, obviously, but just like, you know, something different. And I would also change the effect of what her normal attack would do with electricity. Instead of just being able to pierce enemies like this, what it would do, it would just chain lightning, similar to her old passive with Thor. She would just shoot one enemy and then it would hit a different enemy that's next to her. So it wouldn't pierce, but it would still chain lightning. And then her wind mode, I would just keep this the same. I don't think this needs to be changed. But a little tiny ability I would give her is just some type of movement ability. Every other flying character has like a faster moving ability. I understand she can just buff her own speed like this, but she's still kind of slow and easy to hit, I'm not gonna lie. So my idea for whenever she uses her little buffing wind, it would just dash her forward like 10 meters. Just a little dash whenever she buffs her wind speed. I just feel like she needs some type of movement. I don't know. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments. If you're watching this far in, you clearly seem interested in my takes, bro. You might as well subscribe and check out my other videos. Don't forget to like either. I'm watching you, bro. I'm watching you. But no more interruptions. Back to the vid. Now back onto my tanks. For Hulk, I wish there was a toggleable option to just spawn in as Hulk, because some people like spawning in as Bruce, some people don't. So just let there be a toggleable option to just spawn in as Hulk. I feel like that would fix a lot of his clunkiness, because he feels really clunky, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I would give him like a little passive, like a 3 or 4 second cooldown on every time when he lands with his jump. It would just do like a little shockwave of damage, because I feel like the Hulk should smash the ground whenever he lands, bro. He's the fucking Hulk. Like, put some respect on this man's name. He's the Hulk, bro. He's one of the strongest Avengers, man. One of the strongest characters in Marvel, period. I don't care how much more broken that would make him. I just want to see it in the game. It looks fun. Also, another thing, his jump is kind of clunky. I don't really know how it would change that besides just like making it similar to Winston's jump in Overwatch, but that's a different story. One thing I would change about his ultimate, just make this man immune to knockback abilities. That's all he needs. Just make him immune to knockback. He's literally the fucking Hulk. Like, there's no way you should be able to freeze this man or like smack him away with a bubble. He's the Hulk, bro, and he's angry as shit right now. Put some respect on the Hulk's name. Other than that, he's pretty solid. Let me know if y'all want to see me try to practice Hulk though, because I'm a tank main. You already know this if you follow me, but this man is so hard to play for me. I don't know why. Also, y'all gotta watch those gameplay videos, man. Y'all watch all my tier list videos but sleep on my gameplay videos. Those are way funnier than these, I promise you. I post nothing but bangers. You know this already. Next we got oh hell nah. Hold up, bro. You already know I had to cop the skin for the video. All right, next we got Widowmaker, and I wouldn't really change much about Widowmaker. I feel like she's in a good spot right now, but if I'm gonna be honest, dude, I kind of just wish she had pistols. I kind of wish she just had pistols. I'd keep her batons, but I also want her to have like pistols. They don't do like any damage. Think of like Star-Lord's pistols, but like the spread is way worse and just like the damage is cut in half. But I just like the idea of Widowmaker having little dual pistols and a sniper and her batons. How would you balance all three of those weapons? I don't know, man. Oh hell no. Did I just call her ass Widowmaker? Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked, chat. I've been thinking about Overwatch too much. Oh, I miss my Genji. I miss my Bastion, bro. I keep thinking about Overwatch, but I can't go back. Anyways, I kind of just feel like she'd rock that, bro, because people already like playing melee Widow. Just imagine people playing pistol Widow, pistol Whippo. All right, I'll stop with the puns, bro. But come on, man. Just imagine running around. I can't. Being able to shoot your little pistols, or imagine headshotting someone, swapping to your pistols, and then finishing them off. She'd be a way stronger hero for sure. Maybe a little too strong. I don't know. You know what? Never mind. Don't even add that one. That would just ruin the game. That would just turn Marvel Rivals into Overwatch. I'm not really thinking about the balancing. I just kind of want cooler abilities. Mainly because this skin makes me want to play Widowmaker, but I mean, I suck at sniping, especially since I'm on controller. Projectile characters are just easier for me. But let me know what y'all think about that one. Now for my GOAT Adam Warlock, he doesn't really need any changes, I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of people want this man to fly, and if this man could just straight up fly, it would be too broken. So instead of that, I would just let this man slow fall, just like Magneto or Scarlet Witch or something. Or another ability I'm straight up ripping from Overwatch again. I know. Just give him the Mercy. I don't even know what that shit's called. The thing where she just flies towards an ally. Give him that. That'd actually be pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all wouldn't want to see me on Adam if he could do all that shit, bro. They give this man the slightest bit of a movement ability, it's raps. It's raps, bro. But other than that, him being able to fly would just be too OP. There's no real changes Adam Warlock needs. He's already perfection, bro. Another small change for Venom. Whenever he does his little bonding ability, I would just let him refill some health over time. Or I guess overshield in this game. Maybe like 100 overshield maximum per person if they reach the full duration. So like if it actually damages them. Either that or it only gives you the overshield after you've already done the damage. Either one of the two. Because why not, bro? Just why not? Who wouldn't want the tankiest tank in the game to survive for even longer? Now for Moon Knight, I don't really know how beneficial using his Moonblade ability is. I know it's good for like kill confirms, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. I kind of wish he had some sort of anti-dive ability. He genuinely does not need one, but I think it would be so interesting if he had one. He's got this shit, but I mean, who the hell uses his melee autos? It's not about to stop anyone from clapping your cheeks, bro. So instead of having his little Moonblade, I would make bro whip out like a moon sword or something. It wouldn't stun or slow or anything, it would just knock them backwards. So it's not gonna really do much, but I guess you could somehow find a way to combo it into this so you can get like double knockback and then an onk throw. But like I said earlier, he genuinely does not need this. I just thought it would be kind of interesting if he used his actual thingies, similar to Hawkeye's sword ability where he just knocks you backwards with an onk sword. But I guess if they did want to balance this, whenever he uses his onk sword, it would use a cooldown for his actual onk, so you'd have to wait to get this back. Kind of fair. Like, am I cooking with this one? Let me know, bro. Let me know. This is definitely my worst one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Last but not least, for Spider-Man, brother, I already know the controversies between Spider-Man and shit. The only thing I would fucking change is this damn uppercut. He should not be able to uppercut me with his ass cheeks. I would just make his uppercut like a front cone. Like if they're anywhere near your back, it will not do damage. Just like literally every other fucking melee attack in the game. It could have the same radius, just make it only in the front, bro. Only in the front, like from here to here, you know? Only in the front, not with this motherfucker's ass cheeks. Like, come on, bro. Bro is damaging me with a clap of his ass right now. But that's literally all I would change about Spider-Man. Other than that, he's pretty solid. I understand people don't like him because he's easy to get value on. But I mean, shit, bro, it's Spider-Man, come on now. Once you learn the character, he's like the easiest character in the game. Hey, it's me, post-editing Zenny again. I just realized, I only realized this through editing because I had to slow it down. This man is doing a full like punching 360. So that's why they made the punch radius like 5 meters around his entire body. I don't know how I didn't realize this man's spinning before, doing a 360 punch, but it makes sense now, it makes sense. I feel like a lot of people also didn't realize that he's doing like a 360 either. Let me know, did you realize? Because I feel like I've heard a lot of people say they wanted the punch radius to just be like in front of him, but it makes sense now that I've realized he's actually spinning. Like I knew he was spinning, but I didn't realize his punch was like spinning with him. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, let me know how y'all feel about some of these changes. I know I didn't get through every character in this video. Some characters are just fine the way they are. Hell, most of the characters I talked about don't even need changes. I just would like to see it in the game, you know? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.